What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? This is your boy Mr. T99T93. Back with another video, man. And this is gonna be Steve Smith. How good is the Panther defense that he did on his Cut to It podcast? So let's get ready to go ahead and tune into that.
How's everything over there looking? Like I said earlier, you got Burns, Agent Zero now officially. He's Zero.
Zero. He's doing good. Man, this is unique and interesting because they got a lot of guys. Gro J. Hill, he's been a guy in his 8th year. He's went New England. He was, I think, the 6th. He was a 6th round pick out of New England. He's every year he's on a different team, but he just makes plays. He's making plays.
Stay making plays. That man done had a lot of picks in training camp. Camus Gruber-Hill even had one today against the Jets. Shout out to him, man.
After play, Frankie Louvu, he's playing well. Shaq Thompson, he's doing well. Somebody that's I think is really interesting, Brandon Smith needs to show some consistency. Super athletic out of Penn State, known as a guy that can do it all. He needs to take that step. I think they're waiting for it. Guy I'm rooting for, man, you could put him right there now, man, number 47. First of all, he legally changed his name from a nickname to his birth name, man, Bumper Pool. But Bumper Pool just falls up into a play every single day.
He's around the ball.
Just around the ball.
He's been there. I haven't, but that's surprising. Bumper Pool, okay.
Like a fly on you know what. Just always there. Man, every time I'm at practice, I see him, there's my guy. I'm just rooting for him, bro. I am expecting Bumper Pool to be on this team. And special teams value, bro.
Oh, for
but
sure.
He just falls in the play all the time.
That's big. That's big. Smitty vouching for you, Bumper Pool, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, I had to Google just to make sure I remember what school he went to. Arkansas. Perfect SEC college football name. Perfect.
If you watch him, he'll just be, skating along, going with the flow. Oh, tackle. Pick. Tackle for loss. Delayed sack. Just makes plays.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting is they need to find someone, or they'll have dual situation where Gross Matos, Marquise Haynes, those two guys are kind of duel it out. And because Gross Matos is a real interesting thing. He got the starting gig last year in his 4th year out of Penn State, super athletic, 6'5", 265 pounds. He became the starter last year under Matt Rule because of the loss of he went to Philly.
Hassan Reddick is what he's talking about. But yeah, watching him, he's been losing me slowly year by year. Marquise Haynes, real fast, athletic guy, but Marquise Haynes been hurt lately the past couple of days.
Oh, Hassan Reddick.
Of Hassan Reddick, and he was the 3rd down guy, came in. He was a situational player that became the starter. And I'm always weary of situational players that became the starter because situational players will show flashes. But that flash doesn't mean that's how you're going to play every single time. That's what I'm worried about. And he didn't have the big plays that he had, flash plays, the year before. Last year he only had 2.5 sacks. He had more than 2.5 sacks as a situational player.
Yeah.
And is that just the wear and tear of playing more downs, playing different situations, or could it be a bunch of things?
He's not there yet.
Okay.
I think he's a full-time situational player.
Which, as a guy trying to get after the quarterback, I think we've seen a lot more teams try and have a lot more looks, especially trying to get after the quarterback. You're seeing deeper rotations along the front 7.
I don't see them as,
like I said, not the biggest watching.
A 60, 70 play guy.
As much.
No, I don't see him as the guy that can help create pressure with Agent Zero.
Right.
I think he can help create pressure situationally with Agent Zero, but not first, second down. I think he's more of a third down specialist guy.
Agreed.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that.
And how's the secondary look?
Secondary,
I guess the way to ask the question, if I were a team about to play the Panthers, which area would be the way to attack them? The secondary?
Secondary.
Okay.
The secondary, Dante Jackson, he's working his way back from Achilles, but he could play. When healthy, Dante can ball. When healthy, J.C. Horn can ball. Obviously, you see C.J. Henderson, a former first-round draft pick out of Florida.
Right, yeah,
he just hasn't shown consistency. And the Carolina Panthers declined his fifth-year option, so it's a prove it.
He deserved it.
Last year, I watched him in the preseason. Man, he played well. Didn't play as good in regular season, so a little bit disappointed. Keith Taylor, third year out of Washington, 6'3", struggled. Xavier Woods, veteran, he'll be fine. Jeremy Chin, veteran. Von Bell, man, he's really the quarterback back there getting them together. The guy who's impressed, and I love, he's just a dog. Robinson out of Florida State. This kid he has it. Man, he's gonna hit you. Jimmy, he's gonna hit you.
Robinson is pretty brash guy. He already said that he figures he'll be a starter by next year.
He's nasty, bro. He's an old school player.
Yeah, I read that. I remember pre-draft, that was almost like a knock on him because everyone wants safeties to be super fast and super all over the field and play center field.
Smart. He's smart. Yeah. I don't care. He's smart. He's going to impact this team. He's going to make this roster. Rajon Wright from Oregon State. He's not super fast either, but he's ticked off for greatness. He's mad that he didn't get drafted. He's been playing. He's been coming up and getting active. The rookie,
that was the corner from Last Chance U.
Moulton from Baylor. He could play too, man. These guys have really done a really good job. And then you got the Utah guy, Super Bowl champ, Eric Rowe. Would be interesting to see. He's a little bit older. See what he can do. But this defense, obviously, the defense is the strength of the team. But I'm excited. Deshaun Williams. Free agent, 5th year, 30-year-old player. He's going to help the team. And then Tuttle. I'm looking forward to him.
The Broncos
helping their interior is pretty good, and they're running a traditional 3-4 defense.
Tuttle from
so based off of some of the youth in that secondary, you could see it maturing throughout the course of the season.
Baptism by fire, yes, sir.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But overall, good vibes coming out of first week.
Here's what I would say: going into the
Aaron Rodgers have 3
coming into training camp and heading into preseason and going into the season, there should be a lot of optimism.
Right.
There's a lot of flash plays, offense, defense, special team that continues to happen. This is a team that could surprise you with beating some teams that you did not expect them to win.
Very true.
I do think that can be the case.
Very true.
Yeah, I think plenty of reason for again, it's not a full rebuild. This wasn't a 1-15, 1-16 team last year.
No. It just was the management of it wasn't great.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. You didn't get here in a conventional way, but we're here now.
Yes. And your team and your coaches know what they have on paper. Now they have to figure out is what they thought they had on paper, is it really real? And then adjust.
Yeah.
But I do believe based off what they have right now, heading into the second year and based on how this season goes, pretty good foundation if it goes the way it should.
Cut to it. Let's get down to it.
All right, so that's the reaction. Let's see. Appreciate whoever tuned in. This is, like I said, I think our defense can be pretty good. We got a lot of work on, a lot to see, and the biggest thing is keep my corners healthy, man. Keep my corners healthy, and I feel like this defense can be a pretty damn good defense. If you agree, don't agree, let me know in the comment section. You have any questions, concerns about the defense, hit me up in the comment section. You know I'm always there. I'm always willing to answer. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to the video. This is your boy, Mr. T 1993, a.k.a. Straight Facts. I'm out of here.